Today, we'll be talking about the effect of pesticides on leafy vegetable. So what are leafy vegetable? Leafy vegetable are fresh, edible portion of a plant that are either eaten raw or cooked. They are mostly short-lived herbaceous plants available during the wet and dry season. The maturity period is short, ranges between 30 to 180 days. Examples of this include celosia, amaranthus, cocorus, tephtheria, which are popularly known as ewedu, shoko, tete, ugu. We have some also referred to as exotic leafy vegetable, which is lettuce, coriander, etc. It is also important to note that these leafy vegetables are very rich in carotene, vitamin and minerals, calcium, and the rest. Continuous consumption or regular consumption of leafy vegetable helps to reduce the incidence of chronic diseases in the body. Why leafy vegetable production? Vegetables are essentials in diet, hence they are of high demand all year round. Remember, I did mention that they are within the range of 30 to 180 days. The short duration for their production allow for early maturity, which makes farmer to have multiple harvests within a year. Also, the economic viability. Within the right practice, vegetable farming can yield a high return on investment. Hence, a lot of people want to engage in the business. Also, is a means of creating jobs for our teeming population, especially the youth among the system. They tend to engage on the production of leafy vegetables, especially during the dry season when the price is at its highest. So what are pesticides? Pesticides are substances or mixture of substances that are mainly used in agriculture in order to protect plants from pests, weed, or diseases. Pesticide can be categorized based on various factors. 1. On the type of targeted pest that it's going to be used against. 2. Chemical composition of the pesticide. 3. Mode of action. And 4. Source of the pesticide. Commonly used pesticides on leafy vegetable include chlorpyrifos, cypermethrin, gamalin 20, abemectin, etc. According to the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, which is responsible for the regulation and control of pesticide usage in Nigeria, farmers need to adhere to the regulation of the usage of some of these banned pesticides, such as chlorpyrifos, carbonfuran, etc., because of the adverse effects of the produce when consumed. Why are pesticides used? Are they really necessary? Yes, they are necessary for farmers, especially when situations permit their usage. Leafy vegetables are susceptible to various pests and diseases that can significantly reduce yield of crop. It is also important to note that by protecting this crop, pesticides contribute to ensuring a stable food supply. Effect of misuse or inappropriate use of pesticides. This is often referred to the violation of the regulation or label of a particular pesticide. Excessive use of pesticides constitutes public health concern due to its accumulation over a long period of time and poses significant health risks to women. Long-term exposure to pesticide residue have been linked to various health challenges, which include cardiovascular diseases, vomiting, convulsion, rashes, etc. Sometimes this often leads to death. Why do we need alternative to this synthetic pesticide? 1. Health and food safety. The residual risk involved in leafy vegetable is relatively high because these vegetables are short duration. 2. Environmental protection. Soil and water contamination oftentimes occur when some of these pesticides are misused or overused. 3. Resistant development. Pest resistance as a result of overuse of some of these chemicals. 4. Sustainability and cost. Most of the farmers find it difficult to break even when they use some of these synthetic pesticides due to the costs, while the use of an alternative will definitely help to improve on their return on investment. Some of the organic pesticides often repel and disrupt insect growth, while some break down insect outer membrane. We also have some of these organic pesticides that tend to suffocate the pests, thereby reducing their infestation on the crop. Examples of some of these organic pesticides include extract from neem and tobacco leaves, neem oil, garlic, onion and pepper spray, extract from sorghum, apple, fruit and leaf. So what is maximum residual limit? When we talk of maximum residual limit, we are looking at the highest legal permissible concentration of pesticide in a particular food commodity. It's important that farmers try to understand, study, and if possible, take time to read the label of whichever pesticide they are using. This is where we have the challenges. Fine, it is good. A particular pesticide may not be banned. It's allowed to be used, but the dosage is very important, and the time of application of that pesticide, it's very important for the farmer to take note of. Oftentimes, farmers spray pesticide in the morning and they find a suitable buyer in the afternoon because they feel the buyer has just arrived and they need to make money. They harvest and sell. This is very, very wrong. It endangers the consumers that are going to take this vegetable. Hence, we must try as much as possible to understand the withdrawal period of that particular pesticide we are using. So, maximum residual limits are set to ensure that food is safe for consumption and to protect human health from potential risks associated with pesticide residue. Regulations and guidelines are in place to ensure the appropriate use of pesticide, including application rate and pre-harvest interval. In view of what we have been saying, pesticide usage is not totally harmful in the production of leafy vegetable. We need to be aware of the banned pesticide, and even for the permissible ones, 1, we need to be aware of the regulation. 2, the dosage of pesticide when in use, and also the withdrawal period necessary before the harvest of the crop. All this will help in the curbing of obnoxious practices in leafy vegetable production.